Yeah, good morning, class. I'm Tokbayo Motiri. I'm your history tutor and first class tutorials. We will be looking at the history from a perspective of a person who is starting afresh as 100 level. You are welcome to this class, and I enjoy you to inform others to come to the class and make the learning lively. The tutorial is strictly going to be online. We are going to be using Google Classroom and Zoom to teach you all the topics in the online class. The first class is always free for almost everybody, but beginning from next week, we'll be charging you 408 naira per week. But you will gain access to unlimited information on our platform. You can ask questions. We're going to be treating exam questions. If you have assignments, we are going to treat it together so that you have a better accelerated learning. For this particular course, History 100 level, the course outline is here. You will see that we have different course outlines for the session. So we are definitely going to be looking at the nature of history and world civilization in our first lesson. So nature of history and world civilization. If you go through this, you look at you see that the first one is the meaning, the meaning and nature of history. And the second one is Mesopotamian civilization. The third one is the Egyptian civilization, and the fourth one is the Greek and Roman civilizations. Generally, in the first class, we are going to be looking at the definitions of history from different historians. I know you are familiar with some of the definitions that you have been given, but we are going to explore new definitions of history beginning from the year 2000s, because we have had in the past Enrica defining history. We have had Otto Marwick. We have had many of these authors who define history from different perspectives. So we are also going to be looking at the nature of history. What is history today? So the second topic for this online tutorial class is going to be Mesopotamian civilization. This is a very broad topic, and I will try as much as possible to break it down in a way that is very easy for you to understand. Mesopotamia is a place in the Middle East today, and we call it a place between the two rivers, a land between the two rivers. So we are going to be looking at the Mesopotamian civilization, and specifically we are going to be looking at the Sumerian civilization. That is the first civilization we have in the world. We are going to be looking at the Assyrian civilization and the Babylonian civilizations. So we are going to be looking at the contributions of these civilizations to world history. Then we are going to move on to the Egyptian civilization and also the Greek and Roman civilizations. The second outline is going to be on the history of West Africa, that is West African history up to 1800. We are going to be looking at the peoples and economy of West African states. Most importantly, we are going to be looking at the role that the trans-Saharan trade played in the transformation of states in West Africa. Today we do look at Ghana Empire. It is not the same Ghana we have today that we are referring to as Ghana Empire. So we are going to be looking at the Ghana Empire from the perspective of the pre-colonial West African environment. And from there, we're going to move on to Mali Empire and the Songhai Empire. Under the Ghana Empire, you'll be looking at the people that founded the empire, the Soninke people, and the Mali Empire, the Malinke people, and the Songhai people. So these are the people who founded empires in West Africa, and today we can study them, and we are proud as West Africans that we have our history that we can present to the world. So we're going to be looking at the economy transformation these countries, these empires, had. We're going to be looking at the political organization. We're going to be looking at the culture and the role that Islam played in the transformation of ordinary states into empires. The third lesson outline is going to be focusing on Europe and the transatlantic slave trade. You are in 100 level. It is important for you to know the basics of all history that we're going to be looking at even in the future. So that is why we need to find ourselves in a position that is better to explain what history is from different continents. Europe and the transatlantic slave trade. We are going to talk specifically about the age of discovery. Age of discovery. This is the period when the European countries, particularly Portugal and Spain, explored the New World, and they discovered that they could move on waters to reach almost all parts of the world. And from the age of discovery, we had the transatlantic slave trade. And you look at that in the second lesson outline for this particular theme, and this is it here, the transatlantic slave trade. So from there, we move on to the abolition of the slave trade and then the Christian missionary activities. I need to make it clear to you that the transatlantic slave trade is a very big topic. In almost all the levels, you'll be going to 200 level, 300 level, and 400 level. You'll be looking at this transatlantic slave trade from different perspectives. But because it is a basic class, we are going to be looking at the factors that led to the growth of the slave trade, and then eventually the abolition of the slave trade, and then lastly the Christian missionary activities. What role did the Christian missionaries played in the colonization of Africa? And so we are going to be looking at that from the second theme. Now the third major theme in this level is concepts in diplomacy and international relations. Concepts in diplomacy and international relations. The first outline is the concept and functions of diplomacy, and the second one is the concept and theories of international relations. More specifically, we'll be looking at the theories of liberalism, realism, and other theories of international relations, especially those two that I've mentioned. We have new liberalism, new realism. And so we're going to be looking at the international system as a whole. What is the international system? What does it mean? And from there, we're going to move on to the dependency theory and Africa in world politics. Dependency theory and Africa in world politics. So what this actually implies is that African countries depend on Europe for almost everything. And the reason is not far-fetched, is because of the transatlantic slave trade that we experienced for almost 350 years. A people that were colonized for 350 years, that were enslaved for 350 years, could not even come out of it quickly. And so they had to depend on Europe for almost everything. So we'll be looking at the dependency theory and Africa in world politics. The last outline is going to be pre-colonial Nigeria. Historians must look at their own environment first, and that is why we'll be looking at the geographical zones and economy of pre-colonial Nigeria. In history, we do use pre-colonial and colonial and post-colonial. Pre-colonial means the period before colonialization of African states. Colonial means the period that Europe dominated directly and they controlled the resources and the people of that area. Post-colonial is the period when the Europeans have granted African states independence. So we're going to be looking at the geographical zones and economy of pre-colonial. It means the period before colonization. The culture and the festivals of people in Nigeria during this period is going to be explored. We're also going to be looking at the political organization of territories in pre-colonial Nigeria. Reference will be made to the Oyo Empire. It will be made to the Ijebu states. It will be made to the Igbo kingdoms. It will be made to the Hausa states. So we're going to be looking at the political organization of these territories in pre-colonial Nigeria. And the last one is intergroup relations in pre-colonial Nigeria. We cannot ignore the fact that people in pre-colonial Nigeria existed, and they traded and they went to markets and went through intra-group relations and as well as intergroup relations. So we want to look at this from the perspective of marriage, culture, festivals, religion, and the rest. So I am Tokbe. I will be taking you this course, and I believe that by the time we move on, you really enjoy being part of the class. I actually enjoy you to tell your friends to join this class. You do well, you help them by learning too, not just you alone. By the time you tell your friends to join this class, you'll be happy you did. And so the next class is going to be on Wednesday by 11 o'clock, but in that one you are going to be using Zoom. So go ahead and download Zoom on your phone, open and activate. On Wednesday, click the link I'll be sending to you, and the link is in the Google Classroom. You can go through the link, you can go through everything. So once it is 11 o'clock, the class will start and it's going to be live. You can bring up your questions and I will answer them. And so if you have issues concerning a particular thing, you can also raise questions during the Zoom meeting. For the next class, the question I want you to go and treat is you to give me 3 definitions of history. 3 definitions of history. And I want you to mention the basic things that must be in that definition. You look at the 3 definitions of history, so you write it out and submit in the Google Classroom. That is the assignment I'm giving to you. So 3 definitions of history is your assignment. Please, there are benefits for you to do your assignment, and I can assure you that at the end of it all, you are going to be appreciative that you join first class online tutorials. Thank you. I am Tokbe Omotiri.